Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. There is a report coming from the Fabrizio Romano and Florian Plettenbach saying that Bayern Munich have submitted their second bid for Harry Kane. Confirmed, personal proposal worth 80 million euro plus add-ons. Antonio already have rejected 70 million plus add-ons last week, and initial feeling after second bid is similar from Spurs, waiting for official answer. So basically, Bayern Munich is not giving up on signing Harry Kane this summer, because we all know after last Champions League matches against Manchester City, they immediately need a striker. Okay, Sadio Mane is not suitable to play as a striker, and there is no proper center forward at Bayern Munich, so they need to sign immediate and a world-class striker. That's why they are trying to spend 80 million on a Harry Kane, because normally Bayern Munich doesn't spend that kind of money on a one single player. If you look at several past year, the only player they spend a lot of money on is Matthias de Ligt. He signed from the Juventus, and it was a great deal. So the other player they spent like 30, 40, 50 million. That's it. They never spent whole loads of money. So but they are trying to spend 80 million euros for Harry Kane this summer. So should Harry Kane move to abroad? One of the best striker in England, and then he's been showing this kind of performance like the past 5, 6, 7 years, and like he hasn't won anything yet, whether it's a major trophy or the small trophy. He didn't won anything yet with the team. Of course he won so many individual awards, which is great, but if you talk about the teams winning, there is nothing he already won. So should he move to the Bayern Munich or should he stay at the Spurs? There's one clear thing. If you want to be successful in your football career, stay away from Tottenham Hotspur. I'm sorry to say that, but this is the truth. Stay away from Tottenham Hotspur. Okay? As long as you change your career from Spurs, if you move on, you won it. You won it. You can see all the players, most of the majority player who moved from the Tottenham Hotspur, they won it. So if you are, the way Tottenham Hotspur treat Harry Kane is horrible. They treat him like a prisoner. Harry Kane is not living on the highest, paid footballer on the planet. No, he is one of the best striker in the world for the past 7 years, and he's not, the most higher paid footballer in the Premier League. No, and he didn't win anything yet, and he's the best striker in the Premier League. Think about it. You might wanna say Erling Haaland is the best, but Harry Kane is the best. Of course, Haaland is great, but Harry Kane is the best. He did it with the Spurs. Haaland did it with the great player around him, and he did it with the Manchester City. So my point is, Harry Kane has to move on if he wants to win win a major trophy in his career. Think about it. He's already 30 years old. If you move to the another clubs, which club are you? Which club's gonna sign you? When you look at Manchester City, they already have Erling Haaland. Arsenal, they might afford it, but they already have like Gabriel Jesus. Chelsea, they might try it, but I'm not sure about it. Chelsea gonna win next 2 or 3 years any trophy? I'm not sure about it, because this is the incoming season is building again for the Chelsea. So I'm not sure about winning trophy. Manchester United, they cannot afford it. Okay, so the best team and the guaranteed team who can win the trophy for Harry Kane is Bayern Munich. They're not, they don't usually spend those kind of money on one single player. 80 million euro plus add-on is a crazy money, but for Harry Kane it is worth it. Doesn't matter whether he's gonna play like a 3 or 4 years, he's gonna be worth every single penny. So Harry Kane has to move to the Bayern Munich. If you move to Bayern Munich, you probably win at least one single trophy, at least. Okay, and then you have a better chance. You have a better chance to win the Champions League than the Premier League. Most of the Premier Leagues, the only team who have a chance to win the Premier League is Champions League from the English Premier League is Manchester City. The other team they're trying to beat again, so you're not sure about it. So there is one team who can compete against the European giant is Bayern Munich. If Bayern Munich can add Harry Kane in their teams, they're gonna win probably the Champions League. Believe me, the reason Bayern Munich didn't win anything last season is because not anything. I mean the Champions League, because of they don't have a striker. That is the obvious reason, of course. And then Thomas Tuchel didn't settle in times to compete against Manchester City. So Harry Kane have to move on. Doesn't matter whether you play in the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga. The main thing is to win major trophies in your football careers, and you haven't done anything yet. So you have to move to the Bayern Munich. Spurs gonna reject it. I believe it. They want at least £100 million for Harry Kane. So it's like Bayern Munich offered like 80 million euro, which equate to like a 70 or 75 million pound. Spurs not gonna accept it. They're gonna reject it as soon as possible because they don't want to lose Harry Kane. Not only because of ability on the pitch, because of the influence of the pitch as well. That's why Harry Kane has to push. Tony Hotspur like what? I did everything I can for this team. I gave everything. Okay, I stayed so many years. I wasn't even one of the best paid striker in this league. So I've done everything I can for this club. It is time to move on. I wanna have a successful career before I retire, because his retirement gonna come like in 5 years. You know what? I want to move on. I want to win major trophies. Let me leave, or I'm gonna leave on a free transfer next season. Free transfer for Harry Kane. Every single team gonna try to get Harry Kane, and then Spurs gonna be fuming. You could have got 80 million from Bayern Munich, and you let Harry Kane leave on a free. That's gonna be the worst moment of the Tottenham Hotspur history. So I think Harry Kane has to push. He has to give the pressure on the teams to make a move. Bayern Munich are trying to sign this summer. If they got rejected this second offer, they're gonna try to get on a free Harry Kane next summer. And Harry Kane should not be extend his contract with the Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur cannot give you nothing but depression. Believe me, they cannot give you a trophy. They cannot give you the victory or something, or they cannot give you. They cannot make you one of the best, or one of the most paid athletes in England. They can't. So what's the point of staying what's the point of staying in Tottenham? Just depression, right? So try to move. You deserve it. You should become one of the best players in the world if you join Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Real Madrid are not going to sign you because they are trying to spend a big amount of money on Kylian Mbappe. So the only team who left you to guarantee is to win some kind of major trophy is Bayern Munich. He has to move it. So what do you think about this situation? Do you actually think Harry Kane should try to push to move to Spurs, to move to the Bayern Munich? Make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.